Hi guys. Okay, so we're going to do things a little different today. So I'm going to talk you through everything and you're going to work through things kind of at your own pace. And I'm going to just be here to answer questions and go over things with you on doing some individualized stuff. So here's your Google Classroom. I'm going to talk through first periods, but it's the same for second period. Now, I am also going to send you an assignment list in your Google Stream so you know exactly what you're supposed to be doing today. But I want to show you on your Google Classroom. Um, in classwork, you have, if you go down, you starting on February 10th in this unit, February 10th, the drag and drop, the scavenger hunt, the quiz is substitution practice. Those are the things that have been put in Google Classroom earlier this week. Now, any of those, if you need to see the lessons for those, go right here, Translating Expressions lesson. There's the video for anything that's translating from February the 10th, substituting for variables. There's your lesson on that. Once you get those done, once you get all this finished, you're going to do the simplified algebraic expressions, and then you're going to do station rotation. I have to pause this for a minute. Now, the station rotation is what I want to talk to you about and kind of talk you through a little bit of how that is going to work. And make sure you have your directions and understand. You're going to get a copy of this. This is the last page. This is the answer slide. You can put your answers on here. You can do your work on here. You're going to put your answers into Google Classroom on this slide once you have them on here. Okay. So here are your directions. You're going to put each slide on a separate sheet of paper. So you will turn this and your work into me so that I can see what you're doing. You can do your work on here. You can do it on the back, on the sheet of paper, whatever you need to do. You're going to put just your answers on the answer slide, and then you're going to submit it and then turn this in so that I can actually see what you're doing. I need to address mistakes you're making. All right, so here's the first slide. We're substituting. This is all substitution. Plug it in, what we've been doing, okay? Here is the values. Those are the values for the variables A, B, and C on this page. Okay. I'm gonna do a couple of these for you and talk to you a little bit about kind of do I think I'm gonna go through maybe do one on each page. Okay. Um, and I'm gonna jump down and do C on this page. I'm gonna jump down and do C. I want to make sure that you are seeing how the signs work. Okay. So I'm going to do this one. And if you notice on your answer sheet, so here's station one, if you can see, and it's got an A, a B, and a C. So you would be right here on your answer sheet if you're going to copy down this into your notes. You can copy it right onto here, and then you have it done. I'll do one on each slide. So we have negative A. That shows that real good with this black. Minus B plus 5C plus 6. All right, so the first thing I want to look at is the fact that 5C, that means I'm multiplying. So I'm going to go ahead and put me some parentheses right there just so I can when I put my value in, I don't forget that and I don't mess up the thing. So A is 5. So we've got a minus 5 because that minus sign's there. Minus B is 6. C is 2. Negative 2 plus 5 times a negative 2 plus 6. Now, one thing that I was showing if you are not sure, come right here. A is 5. I'm going to put me a 5 right there on top of that. B is 6. I'm going to put me a 6 right there on top of that. 6. That B. C is -2. I'm going to put me a -2 right there on top of that. And then I'll write it. Okay. So now I'm going to work this, and you can put it in the calculator. I got to get my calculator. But here's where it's going to get tricky. You've got to do each step individually. You can do the computation in the calculator. Don't rely on your mashed potato brains and your cornbread brains to um, remember all these integer rules, remember all this stuff. You've got the calculator, use it. But you've got to do each piece individually. We can't put this whole thing in the calculator because the calculator, now this one probably would work because it's all addition or subtraction, except for that multiplication right there. But it's not going to do the order of operations for you, okay? So we've got to do that ourselves. So when I look at this, I see that I've got to first multiply this 5 times -2 first, all right? So I've got -5 minus 6. And then I'm going to literally put this in the calculator, even though I think I know what it is. I'm going to put it in the calculator to make sure I get my integer sign right. So 5 times -2 is is a -10 plus 6. Okay. Remember your order of operations. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. I had to do that multiplication first. Now I'm going to do right. So I can put this, now you can put this in. -5, -6. Now, when I put this in, that has to go in as a -5. So I've got to use the negative sign, not the minus sign. So -5 minus 10 plus 6. Now, this and this goes in the calculator because we're subtracting a positive 6, which is the same thing as a negative 6. Keep that in mind, but this has to go in as a negative symbol. Okay? Hit enter, and I get -15. Okay? Now, you got to put all of this work somewhere. You got to put it somewhere. You can put it, you can come on the back and put station 1, A, B, C, D, or put it on another sheet of paper. You can squeeze it all into these boxes if you write small enough. Some of you don't write small enough to do that. But in this box, for C, you're going to put a -15. And then you're going to come down here to the answer slide and type in a because that's where I'm going to be checking your work. Okay? Let's do one on this one. I think I'll do B on this one. I'm going to do B right here. Okay? I'll do B right there. Right? So, negative X. That doesn't show up as good as the blue and the green, does it? Negative X plus a -2y minus 17. Put me some parentheses right there so I know. Here are my values. X is -1. Now look at that. I have to put a -1 right there. That negative does not count. It was already there. So I got to leave it there and then still put my -1 right there. Okay? Y is 4. So I'm going to put my 4 right there. And this problem didn't have a Z in it. So I'm just going to go with that. So I've got minus -1 plus a -2 times 4 minus 17. Now, when I have this minus sign, there's really a negative. Anytime there is a negative sitting right beside a 6, that is we just show the negative. Just like when we have a variable and there's an invisible one right there in front of that x, that's the same thing right here. There's an invisible one. So what I'm doing right now is I'm actually multiplying negative 1 times negative 1, which is a positive 1, plus negative 2 times 4 is a negative 8 minus 17. Now I can put that into my calculator and I get 1 plus negative 8 minus 17. And I have a negative 24. And then you would put that on your answer sheet. Station 3, I'm going to do A. I'm going to do A right here. I'm going to do A. So I'm doing A. So we have 4. And so what I'm going to do right here and write my values in so I can just, so, well, no, no. 4 times 7A plus 2B, okay, minus 7 times A minus B. This is one of the ones I saw. I know this is multiplication and this is multiplication. I'm going to write my A is 2, so that's a 2. B is negative 1, that's a negative 1. A is 2, that's a 2. B is negative 1, that's a minus. We're putting a negative 1 right there. Okay, so let's rewrite that. 4 times 7 times 2 plus 2 times negative 1. Got 2 parentheses there. You really, when you have parentheses like that, you can use what we call a bracket. Brackets are nothing more than another form of parentheses. Minus 7 times 2 minus a negative 1. Okay? So now, my 4 is sitting right here. 7 times 2 is 14. Plus 2 times negative 1 is a negative 2. Minus 7 times 2 minus a negative 1. Put that into your calculator. 2 minus a negative 1. That's a positive 3. Okay? Now let's do 14 plus a negative 2. 14 plus a negative 2 is 12. So we have 4 times 12 minus 7 times 3. That's 14 plus a negative 2. Right? 4 times 12 is 48. Minus 7 times 3 is 21. 48 minus 21 is 27. This is what I was telling you. You can't put this, you cannot put this in a calculator. You're going to have, but now, if I need help doing this, if I need help doing this on the calculator, I put that in the calculator and put it right there. If I need help doing this on the calculator, I put it in the calculator and put it right there. But you can't do, you've got to do the operations in the right order and do each step by step by step. Okay? That's where this is going to get messy if you're not careful. And it's going to be a lot of work. All right? You're going to write the two, you're going to write your expression, then solve it. So A here, the sum of 4 times x and 6 minus 3 times y. The sum of 4 times x, that's 4x, and the sum, that's telling me the sum, and 6 minus 3 times y. So 3 times 6 minus, put this in parentheses because it's kind of weird. 6 minus, 6 minus 3y. But here's the thing: the sum of 4 times x and 6. So you've got to put this in parentheses because it's telling you it wants this. It wants this answer plus this answer. Okay, so we've got to make sure we put parentheses there so that we do that before we do this. So then you're going to substitute in, and I'll write A and B for you, and then you can solve them. 27 minus the product of 11 and z, all divided by 2. 27 minus the product of 11 and z. The product of 11 and z. 27 minus the product of 11 and z is 11z, all divided by 2. Okay? Let me know if you have any questions, and your agenda for today will be sent to you in your Google Classroom stream. Have a good, yay!